Okay, I want to take a minute and just do a little mini lesson for you about exponents, and especially different kinds of exponents. One of the first things that we need to do, just review what we know, okay? 2 squared, 2 times 2, 4. 2 cubed, 2 times 2 times 2 is going to be 8, right? 2 to the 4th is 4 2's all multiplied by each other. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. This is 16, okay? Stuff we should know, be very comfortable with. Okay? So moving down this line, I'm increasing my powers of 2. All of my answers are multiplied by 2. I get the next one by multiplying by 2. Okay? So if I move up and decrease my powers of 2, I'm dividing by 2 each time. Okay? So that means that 2 to the 1 power is 2. It's that same number. Okay? Anything to the single power comes back to be itself. Okay? And then we have 2 to the 0 power. Okay? Now, over here, I'm dividing by 2 each time, and I'm going to keep that up. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this is why anything to the 0 power is 1. Okay? So anything to the 0 power. Now, I'm out of whole, nice, natural numbers. I've got to start moving into integers. Okay? So if I do 2 to the negative 1, over here I just keep going, and I'm going to divide by 2. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. And it's best to write these as fractions, and we'll get into that in just a second. But fractions really hold a lot of answers for why things work the way they do. Okay? Then we can do another one, 2 to the negative 2. That's 1/4. Okay? And even 2 to the negative 3. And this can keep on going on. 1/8. On and on and on. All right? Key thing is, notice 2 to the 3rd was 8. 2 to the 2nd was 4. Each one of these is actually just putting our power on the opposite side of our fraction bar. Okay? So a nice way to shorten this is a negative puts it on the other side of a fraction. Okay? So negative bottom side of the fraction, 2 to the 1, well 2 to the 1 is just 2. Boom. Okay? So we see that pattern work out here. And that's nice, really consistent for it. And it works with all the powers, okay? So even if I have something on the bottom of a fraction, right? So if I had 4 to the negative 3 on the bottom of a fraction, that actually is 4 to the 3rd on the top of the fraction, right? Now, I didn't flip this. 1 is just what would be left after that left, okay? And 1 times that, okay? So, making sure that we see this. But that flipping of a fraction, so if I had just a over b to like a negative 2, right? This negative applies to both of these parts and flips the whole fraction. B over a, and we're still squared, okay? So that integer exponent, what is that negative doing and how does it affect the overall setup, is typically going to just be the flipping of a fraction or putting something on the other side.